Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Fields. And And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first and 10, it's Swift. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now it's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw the first one of this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Herbert now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the option right, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To win any route, you got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the move to his left. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
first down, it's Herbert. And Shark calls it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Second down and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To throw is Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
That was a good bump.
The Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's in. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
What?
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points.
This game was some bullshit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert off of play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown. Velus Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
We don't miss those.
On the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Santos with the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. And pretty well executed there. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken
Not letting me pass it.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Play action. It's Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Cairo Santos onto the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 4th down. Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Fields on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And
that shit was overthrown like crazy.
Here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Third and long, it's Herbert. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. It'll be 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, this is off the side of his foot.
Bro.
Where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
It's an automatic challenge. It's an automatic review because it's a touchdown. You ready? All right, cool.
Jones from 19 yards away. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Herbert on first down now. Sharks got it left side. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting the game.
To the air again, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bears are right back in this football game. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions.
Man, this game is full of BS on both ends of the ball.
Because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
He's got to know where to aim it at.
Throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Well, this is getting ridiculous.
And he'll let me pass the ball.
Now, that time, multiple guys get to it. So, Charles, I mean, this is just becoming an exhibition now on how to rush the passer.
Yeah, and I can't help but laugh a little bit because I'm enjoying what we're watching. This is coming from a guy who was in college just a year ago. And we keep harping on their evaluation. They saw not just a guy who could rush the passer, but could rush the passer well. And that's why they took him as high as they did. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A handoff, Swift running to the left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Justin Herbert looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him down right around the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now, Tucker McCann. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
I'm just trying to finish my breakout at this point.
He gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
I ain't gonna cap. It was one.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, over. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, Herbert. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Touchdown, Chargers. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Finally figure out where to aim at.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm trying to. I just need 1 sack.
And what is going on
Yeah,
here?
this side for attack for loss for 1 person.
And they're in punt formation. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Damn it.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks him. And the Bears
I was so close to getting that fucking sack.
34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A.
They really not gonna let me get this.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
Why am I getting stuck?
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no